Welcome back to the Thomas M. Garrity Athletic Complex in Jersey City for Game 2 of our doubleheader. As we get set for the first pitch from sophomore left-hander Zach Markle, the Gothic Knights winning Game 1 18-0. Zach Markle comes in with the best ERA of any starter on the team at 2.16 on the year. He's got a 2-1 record. And the lineup for the Gothic Knights is the exact same as it was in Game 1. Same players on the field for the Raptors as well, just a different order. And we'll give you the lineup here in just a moment, as that's ball 2 to Rivera, the leadoff hitting left fielder, who had 3 hits for Rutgers-Camden in Game 1. Swing and a miss. We welcome those of you watching today's game here on the Green and Gold Network. NJCU's winning Game 1, 18-0. It was the largest margin of victory since beating Rutgers-Camden 19-1 in 1991. That's fouled away. And just 1 run shy of the single-game school record of 19 runs in a 23-4 win over Rutgers-Newark in 1984 when I was 7 years old. And no one on this team was born. Ground ball. Weinstein comes over. The flip to Markle is in time. Great play by Weinstein, sliding to make the stop and flipping to Markle, who beat a speedy Rivera by a stride. The shortstop, number 16, Joe Merlino. For Rutgers-Camden, Albert Rivera leads off again and plays left field. Joe Merlino, who was in the number 9 spot in Game 1, moves up to number 2. Again at shortstop, Bruce Monroe, John Siswo, John Heiduck, still batting 3, 4, and 5 in center field, right field, and second base. Saying that Merlino did offer at that high pitch there on the bunt, so it's 0-2. C.J. Mooney moves up 1 spot. The first baseman bats 6. There's a new designated hitter, number 27, Joe Ceroli, a junior from Cinnaminson, New Jersey. Cinnaminson High School. That's a ball in the dirt to Merlino, 1-2. Sean Collins catches again and bats 8th. Chris Bell drops from 6th to 9th in the lineup and plays third base. And that's lined over the outstretched glove of Zach Markle for a base hit. So first hit for the Raptors, and that will bring up the center fielder, number 25, Bruce Monroe. Exact same lineup for NJCU. Mike Martucci leads off and plays shortstop. Andrew Rivera bats second and plays left field. Alex Weinstein at first, bats third. Orlando Bolano, the catcher, is the cleanup hitter. Rob Roman DHs and bats fifth. Matt Wagner, right field, bats sixth, with Brian Bastillo at third base batting seventh. Pete Sennison, the second baseman. Sennison bats eighth, with Michael Patterson, the center fielder, batting ninth. The 1-0 pitch by Markle. That's a strike. Bolano having trouble holding the ball. Fires down to second, and we have a dead duck. And Merlino is unhappy with the tag applied by Martucci. He is apparently talking a little something, and Martucci is being held aside by Pete Sennison, and one of the coaches for the Raptors comes off to escort Merlino off the field. Rutgers-Camden clearly still hot from Game 1. So Bolano drops the ball, and Merlino is caught trying to advance. 1-1 pitch is in the dirt. Now 2 outs, pitch to Monroe, and it's line. Martucci dives, but it gets by him through the left side for a base hit. The right fielder, number 15, John Siswo. Zach Markle has been a very nice success story. He's now nicknamed Zach Attack by his teammates because of a headline we had earlier in the year when he came in relief and beat Leslie, the winning pitcher in that game. And since then, Markle has really been magnificent. He's been a very pleasant surprise in his sophomore campaign. That's a fastball for a strike. Zach Markle on the year, as we said, 2-1 with a 2.16 ERA. This is his 9th appearance, his 2nd career start. 16.2 innings this year. He's walked just 5 batters. They throw back to first, and Monroe's back. 7 strikeouts. He's allowed 24 hits coming in 16.2 innings, and what that has done is led to a team-high 358 opposing batting average, but he's been able to get those runners out, not allow them to come around. That's popped up down the right field line. It's drifting foul. Matt Wagner's going to give it a look, but it's out of play. Of the 24 hits allowed, he has only allowed 1 extra base hit. That is unbelievable. 23 singles, 1 double. Again, a 2.16 ERA, which is the best of any starter, but a 358 opposing batting average. He's not allowed it to hurt him. That's outside. That's high, and it's 2-2. Markle on the year has allowed 4 earned runs, just 5 runs total. Mathematics major. 2-2 pitch by Markle. And that's in the air, right field. Wagner coming over. Wagner will not get there as it's down the right field line. It looked like Siswo stumbled going around first, but he'll get to second base standing. And Monroe is held at third. It's a bloop double down the right field line by Siswo. Just the 2nd extra base hit allowed this year by Markle. And with 2 outs, the Raptors have a pair of runners in scoring position. Second baseman, number 9, John Heidick. So Heidick hitting .324, and that is lined into the right center field gap, and it's going to split Patterson and Wagner. Wagner fakes the throw. Patterson does make the throw, but not before a 2-run double by John Heidick and Rutgers-Camden after not scoring at all in the first 9 innings today. Has a 2-out, 2-run double and takes a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first. First baseman, number 31, C.J. Mooney. And that is lined through the right side for a base hit. The throw to the plate by Wagner is good. Heidick goes to third, and with 2 out, runners on the corners. And Nick Cesar, pitching coach, will come out for the first time today to have a conversation with Zach Markle. The designated hitter, number 27, Joe Ciroli. So Ciroli hitting .226. Did not play in game 1. Pinch hits here, or DH is here today. And the first pitch, hitting out of right field, right at Wagner. Sees this one a lot better than he did in the 9th inning of game 1, and makes the catch to end the threat. Runners left on the corners for the Scarlet Raptors. In the first inning for Rutgers-Camden, 2 runs on 5 hits, and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the first inning in game 2. That one be your 18 freaking innings? Wasn't caught stealing. I'm going to go back and change that. Bottom of the first inning here in Game 2 in Jersey City, and the Gothic Knights with the same lineup will face a new pitcher today. It'll be sophomore Tom Potts. Tommy Potts, 6'2", 195-pounder from Bordentown, New Jersey, Bordentown Regional High School. Down in Burlington County. Potts comes in with the best ERA of the starters on the team at 3.03. He's got a 1-2 record. This is his 7th appearance and 6th start. He's got 1 complete game, 1 shutout, and 1 save. Leading off the shortstop, number 10, Michael Martucci. And the first pitch to Martucci is a ball. Potts in 38.2 innings has allowed 13 earned runs, 24 hits with 39 strikeouts and 12 walks. An opposing batting average, a very good opposing batting average of 175. And as we said, a strikeout to innings ratio of more than 1. Grounded towards Bell. The throw is in time. Martucci retired. The left fielder, number 1, Andrew Rivera. Andrew Rivera, who had 4 RBIs, 3 runs, and 3 hits, including his second triple of the year in Game 1, comes to the plate. I have to thank his father, Roberto, brought me a just incredible balsamic chicken, grilled chicken sandwich with roasted peppers and fresh mozzarella, and Rivera skies that one towards the left center gap, coming over and reaching up and making the catch is Monroe. So two-way, that will bring up first baseman number 24, Alex Weinstein. So some of our starting players' parents have really fed us well here in the booth this year. In Florida, Weinstein's parents brought us sandwiches. Michael Patterson's parents kept me hydrated with Powerade on the trip. And now the Riveras with a delicious chicken sandwich as Weinstein lines it right to center field for a base hit. So the 1-0 pitch is scorched right at the center fielder, who throws it back in one hop, does Monroe. And that will bring up the catcher, number 7, Orlando Bolano. Gotham Knights softball team, as we said, trailed 6-0. They came back and won 8-6. They had 6 runs in the 5th inning after scoring 2 in the 3rd and won 8-6. All 6 runs that Rutgers-Newark scored in the 2nd inning of that game were unearned. NJCU committed 7 errors and 1. They held Newark to 3 hits. The throw, as Weinstein tries to steal second base, will not be in time. And the second baseman, Heideck, pats Weinstein on the back there. A little good sportsmanship after the two teams had a little bit of a tussle in the last inning. For Alex Weinstein, that is his 5th stolen base of the year in 7 chances. Got the Knights with a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. Potts looking at Weinstein, swinging a miss by Bolano, and it's 1-2. In that game, Rebecca Satz had her 22-game hitting streak come to a close. She did reach on a fielder's choice and score a run, though. Off the plate with the curve. I think it was actually a slider. It looks like a slider coming off of Potts' hand. It is a slider. Michael Kelly, our strike-type specialist, lets us know that was a ball, and it was a slider. Another slider, this one. And they're saying that Bolano went around, and that ends the inning on the check to the field umpire, Richard Franco. In the first inning for the Knights, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. We head to the 2nd inning. Rutgers-Camden leads 2-0. Second inning in Game 2 here in Jersey City. Rutgers-Camden will send their 8, 9, and 1 hitters up. Collins, the catcher, hitting 172, and he swings and misses at the first one. Ground ball. Fair. No, it's foul. Just to the left of the bag. It looked like it, for a second, might have hopped over the corner of the bag, but they're saying it is foul. Collins was 0 for 2 in the first game, and that's lined right back up the middle for a base hit. So Collins hits back-to-back balls well. This one over the outstretched glove of Markle. Sixth hit for the Raptors, who had 10 in Game 1. The third baseman, number 43, Christopher Bell. So Bell hitting .232. Hit and run, and Weinstein dives, only able to come up with it. It's a base hit. Collins rounds second. He goes to third. Good piece of hitting there by Collins. By Bell, I should say, as Collins advances. And it's runners on the corners with nobody out. Left fielder number 30, Albert Rivera. So Rivera, who grounds it out 3-1 on the first play of the game. Swing and a miss. And a slider away. Both Riveras in this game, Andrew and Albert, hit left-handed. That's off the plate. 1-1. That's low. 2-1. Markle throws back to first. Now the throw to third, and Collins is in safely. Three balls and a strike. Strike three to throw to second base, and it'll be in standing. It's actually strike two. I'm sorry. I have the wrong count here on the computer. So it's 3-2. Bell steals second base. So now you got runners in second and third with Bell and Collins. Now it's a 3-2 count, but now the Raptors with a pair of runners in scoring position. That is ball four. And the bases are loaded for the shortstop, number 16, Joe Merlino. Everyone now calling for Wendell Rodriguez to pitch Game 2 after throwing the complete game 130-pitch shutout in Game 1. As I was away dealing with an issue at the softball game, a 3-1 pitch by Merlino was hit to left center, scoring all 3 runs on a double. And then Merlino advances on a throwing error by the shortstop. Center fielder, number 25, Bruce Monroe. So Monroe hits that in the air to left field. Rivera backs up and makes the catch. Long throw to the plate will not be in time. A great throw by Rivera, but the sacrifice fly is effective, and Rutgers-Camden has taken a 6-0 lead on Zach Markle in the second inning. As of right now, that run is unearned on the throwing error by Martucci. Right fielder, number 15, John Siswo. And they're going to have an appeal at third. And you could say Merlino did not leave early. So it's 6-0 Rutgers-Camden. And that's hit deep to the left field. Rivera goes back, and it's over his head and bounces in front of the wall. Quick throw back in by Rivera, but standing at second base is Siswo with a 1-out double. And that's going to be it for Markle. He does nothing today. He flips it to head coach Jerry Smith and walks to the dugout. His day is done. Zach Markle pretty much through batting practice today. That ERA, which was so good coming in, is going to skyrocket, and the Gothic Knights will bring in a new pitcher here. They've had themselves in a whole heap of trouble now. They scored 18 runs in game one, going against the number one pitcher for the Raptors. Now they're facing a strikeout pitcher, the number two pitcher for the Raptors. And the Knights are going to have a lot of work to do to try to get back in this game. The softball team went down 6-0 in game one, so it's been done already on this site today. We'll have to see what Ryan Mitchell's able to do here in what can be a very long relief appearance. He threw 8 2/3 in his first start of his Gothic Knight career on Tuesday in a win at Kings. Now pitching for the Knights, sophomore number 54, Ryan Mitchell. Second baseman number 9, John Heidick. John Heidick will be the first batter faced by Ryan Mitchell, and first pitch is a fastball off the plate. Mitchell on the season, this is his 7th appearance. He's 1-0 with a 4.0 ERA, 18 innings. He's got 14 strikeouts against just 6 walks, a 209 opposing batting average. And it is ball 2. That's a called strike. Sends in on the ground ball, throws on to first for the second out. Siswo moves to third. That brings up first baseman number 31, C.J. Mooney. That's a called strike. 1-1. And that is going to be a base hit into right field. Mooney rounds first on his way to second. The throw is not in time. It's a double and a 7-0 lead for the Raptors. And that will bring up the DH Cirelli. Designated hitter number 27, Joe Cirelli. No pitch as the batter called time. Ground ball. Centers in. Howard hop. He's gonna have to beat it. There's no throw possible. That took a hop off the infield grass. It's a hit for Cirelli. Mooney goes to third. Now the Raptors getting no breaks in game one, getting some here in game two. The catcher, number 12, Sean Collins. We're back to first, in safely. That's fouled off. Again, chopped foul. Two balls and two strikes, 5 runs now in for Rutgers-Camden here in the second inning. They lead 7-0. A lot of baseball left to be played, and Ryan Mitchell may be pitching for a majority of it. Check swing, the throw back to first. Swiped by Weinstein, but Cirelli beats it back. Field umpire Richard Franco saying that Collins did not go around. So it's 3-2. Runners on the corners. 11 hits already for the Raptors. 10 came against Markle. Bounces in the dirt. They're going to have a play at the plate. And out trying to advance is Mooney. And the Knights get a break as the ball rolled away from Bolano. And coming into cover was Mitchell. And Bolano, with the right fielder's speed as what he was when the year started, a right fielder, not a catcher, was able to hustle and tag out Mooney trying to advance. In the second inning for the Raptors, 5 runs on 6 hits. There was 1 error and 2 left on. After 1.5, it's 7-0. Rob Roman leads off here. There's a extra catcher's mask. I believe it's from Bolano from the last play in the top of the second inning, and umpire Gene Sparta had to reach over and pick it up, but Rob Roman takes ball one. Roman was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Grounds is one to Merlino. The throw is in time. Right fielder number 32, Matt Wagner. Wagner had a very productive game. 2 for 3. 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and 2 walks. High and inside, and Wagner had to back off the plate. And it's 2-0 to Wagner. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Two-one pitch, and Wagner lines it in the hole. Merlino with the backhand. The throw is in time. Great play by Joe Merlino. He had some trouble fielding the ball in the first game, but not there. Third baseman, number 19, Brian Bastillo. So the Gothic Knights just one hit with 2 outs here in the second inning, and the first pitch by Potts is high. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Ground ball to second base. Heidick, the throw is in timing. Inning is over, and the Gothic Knights go down 1-2-3. We head to the third inning. It's 2-0 Rutgers-Camden. We're back here with the audio as I was dealing with a scoring issue on the softball game on the adjacent field. The first batter, Bell, grounded to Martucci, who bobbled the ball, then made a great throw as Weinstein dug it out of the dirt. And a 6-3 ground out was followed by Rivera, the leadoff hitter, grounding out to the pitcher. And now we have the shortstop, number 16, Joe Merlino. Merlino took strike one. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. It's 7-0 Rutgers-Camden. Here in the top of the third inning, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Raptors. 0-1-1 for NJCU. And that is lined to right field for a base hit. So with 2 outs, I'll bring up the center fielder, number 25, Bruce Monroe. Zach Markle's final line is not a good one. 1.1 innings. He allowed 9 hits, 7 earned runs, 1 walk. He faced 13 batters through 41 pitches. First pitch to Monroe is fouled away. And they're calling a balk on Mitchell. And Merlino advances to second. Pitch by Mitchell. Hit in the air. Shallow left center. Martucci calls everyone off and makes the catch a few feet from the outfield grass. And the inning comes to a close. In the third inning for the Raptors, no runs, 1 hit and 1 left. Pete Senizin, the leadoff for the Gothic Knights here in the bottom of the third inning. NJC trailing 7-0 after winning game 1 18-0. That's off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. And that is lined off the glove of the second baseman. John Heidick leaped and just couldn't get enough of it, so it's a base hit by Senizin. Heidick at 5'10" needed to be 6 foot. Center fielder number 28, Michael Patterson. And strike 1 to Patterson, who's now hitting .293 in the year. In that first game, Senizin was 3 for 3 with 3 runs, 3 RBIs, and 2 walks. Michael Patterson was 1 for 3 with 2 runs and 2 RBIs, so the bottom of the lineup was very productive. Senizin at first base after a called strike. And the catcher, Collins, is lost his temper. He is screaming at the Gothic Knights, cheering in front of the third base dugout, and he's going to have to be calmed down by head coach John Wink. Inside. Throw back to first. Senizin is in. One-two pitch in the dirt, gloved by Collins. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Senizin at first. The pitch. That's chopped foul off the handle of the bat. And will remain 2-2 to Patterson with nobody out here in the third inning. The Gothic Knights have some work to do. They trail 7-0. They've been out hit 12-2 after winning game 1, 18-0. Their largest margin of victory in an NJAC game since beating Rutgers-Camden 19-1 back in 1991. That is ball 3. And I would imagine that 1991, maybe a handful of players on this current team were even born. 2 to 3 in the press box, but they're all injured. Patterson, again, off the end of the bat, this time left of third base, and it remained 3-2. Delio Catino, standing to my right, was not born. Ryan Winters was about 6 years old in 1991. 6 months old, sorry. And Michael Kelly was about 1. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Patterson, after fouling out the last 2 pitches. 3-2 pitch. Swings and misses at a ball outside. The throw down to second is in time as Senizin thrown out on a strike him out, throw him out double play. 2-6 caught stealing if you're scoring at home. Shortstop number 10, Michael Martucci. And that's line towards second on the ground. Heidick with the throw. Martucci was not running all that well down the line. Looked like he held up for a moment there, and I don't know why he would do that. But he's out, and the inning comes to a close. So a 4-3 ground out. And after one hit, nobody left on. Third inning comes to a close. 7-0. Rutgers-Camden continues to lead. John Siswo, John Heidick, and C.J. Mooney, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up for the Raptors. And strike one. Ryan Mitchell, curveball. That's called ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. The slider inside. And it's 1-2. Low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chopped foul, and I think it hit him in the foot as Siswo limps off and tries to walk this off. That is never a pleasant feeling. Home plate umpire Gene Sparta will come up and brush off a very clean home plate to give Siswo a little chance to recover. 2 things that hurt the most as a baseball player. Well, we had a couple extra suggestions here in the booth as Stats Ball 3. I was going to say the 2 things that hurt the most as a baseball player is fouling a ball up your own foot or getting hit in the lower extremities. But we have 2 injured players in the booth who've had surgeries this year. As swing and a miss as Siswo goes down swinging. Doyo Catino, who had Tommy John surgery, says that hurts worse than fouling a ball off your foot. And Ryan Winters, who broke all 3 of his legs sliding into second base, says that hurts worse too. It's just a bad sprain, we think. So I'll bring up Heidick as we announce him now to the crowd. Second baseman, number 9, John Heidick. The 1-0 pitch, and that hit Heidick in the hip. First baseman, number 31, C.J. Mooney. That's strike two as it's fouled away. That's a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. C.J. Mooney, first baseman, is 2 for 2 today. Merlino's 3 for 3. Siswo, before the strikeout, was 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles. Raptors have 12 hits, 5 doubles, 7 singles. The 1-2 pitch by Mitchell. Got past Mitchell, and Martucci's going to have to go the short way as it was not hit quickly enough on the roller to get Heideck out at second base, but Mooney is retired. For the second out. Home plate umpire Gene Sparta takes a look at the ball, makes sure it's still suitable for game consumption. And with 2 outs, the designated hitter, number 27, Joe Ciroli. Ciroli hitting .242 on the year. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Everybody who started for the Raptors has a hit except for Rivera, who's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored, but he had 3 hits in game 1, so he's had plenty today. Pitch by Mitchell. Ground ball. Senizin in the hole. The long throws off the bag. And it's an error on Senizin. As a good throw would have had Ciroli. Heideck goes to third base. The catcher, number 4, Sean Collins. Ground ball, foul. No balls and 1 strike after the foul to Collins. Mitchell deals. Check swing. He did not go around, and it's 1-1. 12 hits for the Raptors, just 2 for the Knights. What a difference in Game 2 versus Game 1 when the Gothic Knights scored 18 runs and had 18 hits. They made some fierce rallies this year, but now here in the 4th inning, NJCU trying to prevent the Raptors from scoring yet again. That is fouled away. Ciroli was going. So he'll go back to first. One ball, 2 strikes. Mitchell, the relief pitcher today for Zach Markle, bounces that in the dirt. And Bolano walks over and scoops it up as Ciroli advances to second base on the wild pitch. However, Heideck did not try to score from third. Mooney found out the hard way you don't try to advance on Bolano, and Bolano tagged him out in that 5-run second inning to end the inning, trying to score from third on a potential wild pitch. 2-2, pitch by Mitchell, fouled off, right at me. Two balls, 2 strikes. In the dirt. This bounces high in the air. Bolano doesn't know where it is. And on the wild pitch, Heideck scores to make it 8-0. It bounced over the backstop. And the run is unearned, as the inning, of course, should have come to a close already. With Ceroli reaching on the air. 3-2 pitch. And it hit him. Second hit batter of the inning. As he dropped the shoulder. It was actually hit on that, I think on the very fringe of that arm and elbow pad that he's wearing. I don't like the fact that players can wear that. It's like the Barry Bonds armor that the former San Francisco Giant player used to wear. Pinch hitting is number 32, Ryan Griffith. So Christopher Bell's day will come to an end. And Griffith, who played in a reserve role in Game 1, comes in and pinch hits here in Game 2. Ground ball right back to Mitch, who snares it and flips. And the inning comes to a close. So Griffith retired 1-3, and the inning comes to a close, but the Raptors do score once, aided by a Gothic Knight error, and 2 were left on base. After 3.5, it's 8-0 in Game 2. Fourth inning, and Andrew Rivera leads off for the Knights, takes ball 1. As I continue to enjoy this incredible sandwich. And it's 1-1. That's inside, 2-1. The Mets just defeated the Atlanta Braves 4-2. The New York Mets are undefeated and on their way to a perfect season. That's called strike. It's 2-2. Clearly, I am a delusional New York Mets fan, happy that they are 2-0. Swing and a miss. Rivera goes down. First baseman number 24, Alex Weinstein. So the Atlanta Braves, who did not have a very good close to the 2011 season when they choked away a wild card berth, allowing the St. Louis Cardinals to squeeze in on the last day of the season, and we all know how that ended, the Cardinals winning another World Series. Apparently the Braves are still bothered by that. They have scored 2 runs in 2 games. And R.A. Dickey is the winning pitcher for the Mets. Alex Weinstein, who had the first hit for NJCU, faces a 2-0 count now from Potts. Inside, nearly hit him in the shoulder. And it's 3-0. Potts has thrown 42 pitches so far, half for strikes. That's a strike. It's 3-1. That's inside for ball 4. And Weinstein sprints down to first on the walk, and Orlando Bolano, who struck out swinging in the first inning, comes to the plate. The catcher, number 7, Orlando Bolano. Bolano hitting .271 on the season. And the first pitch to Bolano is a ball. Weinstein being checked a few times at first. And Bolano in the air, right field, and still chasing it, and diving and making the catch was Siswo. A diving catch in right field as he ran towards the corner, and Weinstein, who went halfway, has to go back. The designated hitter, number 11, Rob Roman. Rob Roman grounded out to short, and with 2 outs, he'll be the batter. There goes Weinstein, looks back towards the catcher, and that's going to cost him as he's thrown out 2-6, stealing. That 1 second that he looked back at home plate was enough to get caught. And we're being told it was actually likely a hit, miss, and run, but we have to record it as a caught stealing. So the Gothic Knights, with 1 walk, they do not score. It's 8-0 after 4. For the fifth inning, and Albert Rivera with a 1-1 count facing Ryan Mitchell, starting his third inning of work. That's a called strike, belt high. And it's 2-2. Ground ball. Mitchell leaps, can't make the play, and it's going to be a base hit up the middle. Now everyone on the Raptors team has a hit in today's second game. 13-2 differential hits for the Raptors in the second game after they were out hit 18-10 in game one. Shortstop number 16, Joe Merlino. Merlino's been the most productive Raptor. He's made some very nice defensive plays, and he's now 3 for 3. The throw to second, and out trying to steal. 2-4 is Rivera. Nice strong throw by Bolano. One ball, no strikes. As a called strike. Merlino is listed at 5'6", 190 pounds from Pine Hill, New Jersey, Overbrook Regional High School. And that is fouled into the fencing in front of the third base bleachers. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's popped up. Bolano giving chase. Weinstein over. Weinstein and Bolano makes the catch in front of the gate that leads to the Rutgers-Camden side bullpen. Can't really go any further without running into the dugout. Catcher number 25, Bruce Monroe. Correction, the center fielder, Monroe. Well, Monroe takes ball 1. And it's 2-0 as Mitchell has now thrown 57 pitches in relief. And it's 3-0. That's a call strike. Three and one. That's in the air. Foul, though, down the left line and going to land just shy of the swampland. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And he went around. He asked for a check down with the field umpire, Franco, but adamant is home plate umpire, Gene Sparta, that Monroe went around. Strike 3, and the 5th inning comes to a close. In the 5th inning for the Raptors, no runs, 1 hit, nobody left on. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning in Game 2. It's 8-0. Rob Roman is the batter here, and down 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. That's in the air, shallow right field, and Siswell makes the catch for the first out. That will bring up the right fielder, number 32, Matt Wagner. Gothic Knights still with just 2 hits as they bat here with 1 out in the 5th inning. The offense that was seemingly at will in game 1. You see that sometimes. The team just goes absolutely nuts in one game and then has nothing left in the second one, and that's what's happening here today. Of course, Tommy Potts is pitching very well. Potts, in 4.1 innings so far, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, allowed 2 hits. 0-1 pitch, the ball. Popped up foul, off to our right, out of play. It's 1-2. Strike 3 looking. Wagner is completely fooled by that curveball. Fourth strikeout. And that will bring up third baseman, number 19, Brian Bastillo. Gothic Knights softball team leads 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning in game 2. And that's inside. NJCU also won the first game, trailing 6-0. They came back and rallied to win 8-6. They changed the rule in the NJAC this year. Now, if you're the home team, you do not change on the scoreboard. You're the home team in both games. 1 ball and 1 strike. Slider. Outside corner to the right-handed hitting junior, Brian Bastillo. Bastillo grounded out to second base in his only bat, hitting .264 in the season. That's way outside. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's 8-0. Pitch by Potts. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning. Bastillo goes down. And the inning comes to a close. In the 5th inning for the Gothic Knights. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We head to the 6th inning. It's 8-0 Rutgers-Camden. John Siswa, the right fielder, leads off and takes ball 1 here in the 6th inning. He struck out swinging in the 4th inning after doubling and scoring twice. Siswo now hitting .329 on the season for the Raptors. One ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball, and it's going to get by Martucci and Bastillo for a base hit. So a single through the left side for Siswo, and that brings up second baseman number 9, John Heidick. Heidick is 0 for 1. Correction, 1 for 2. He doubled in the 1st inning, drove in 2 runs, grounded out to second base. He was also hit by a pitch. He did later come around and score after an error extended the 4th inning. And that's low for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes. Inside. And the Gothic Knights have just broken open the game against Rutgers Newark in softball. They now lead 5-1. Two-one pitch, and that's hit in the air down the right field line, but it's drifting foul. And it's now 2-2. We're back to first on the 3-2 count, and Siswo's in standing. And the Gothic Knights have made comebacks this year. Big rallies against Newman when they scored 8 runs in 1 inning, a 25th ranked team in the country. Big comeback from a 5-run deficit against Mount St. Mary, as that's fouled off the handle, before winning that game 10-8. They put up 5 runs late against St. Joe's of Maine to defeat another ranked team 27-25. So a comeback is very much in their repertoire this year, but haven't been making much contact. And they trail 8-0. That's fouled away. It remains 3-2. Gothic Knights are 2-10 when trailing after 6 innings. That's fouled away. So while that's not a very good percentage, they do have the 2 wins. They are capable. But when trailing after 8, they're winless. 0-10. And that's hit in the air. Right center field. Wagner dives. Cannot make the catch. Rounding second, going to third is Siswo. And it'll be held there as Michael Patterson comes in. Wagner laid out, but just could not get there in time. And it's a base hit by Heidick. First baseman number 31, C.J. Mooney. C.J. Mooney is 2 for 3, a single, a double, and a ground out. Now hitting .297. In that softball game, Rutgers Newark just scored twice in the 6th inning. The Gotham Knights still lead 5-3, but the 3 runs they just put up in the bottom of the 5th proving vital. Stolen base chance. And they're going to have a run down here. It's a 2-4-5-2. But a terrible throw by Bolano goes down the line, and Heidick is going to score. So Heidick scores an unearned run. And there's 1 out. And Mooney fouls it away. And that's popped up. Shallow right. Wagner's going to come in foul territory, reaches up, and makes the catch. Now bring up Ciroli, the designated hitter. That's low. The designated hitter, number 27, Joe Ciroli. And that's high. 2 balls and no strikes. It's 15-2 on the hits, and now 9-0 on the scoreboard. Rutgers-Camden after NJCU won convincingly in Game 1. And it's 3-0. NJCU scored 22 runs this year in the 6th inning and 22 in the 7th. That's a strike. By far the most productive innings this year. 17 runs in the 8th inning. So most of NJCU's damage has been done in the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings this year, but that is ball 4. Ciroli walks. The catcher, number 4, Sean Collins. So Collins, who is 1 for 1 with a walk, a hit by pitch, a single, and a run scored, comes to the plate, his average at 185 steady. That's popped up and drifting foul. That's low on the slider. One pitch. Ground ball and through the left side of the infield for a base hit. So 2 out hitting by Collins keeps the inning going. Third baseman, number 32, Ryan Griffith. Griffith, in his first at bat, in place of Christopher Bell, grounded out 1-3. Takes a strike. In the dirt, 1-1. Pitch by Mitchell, swing and a miss. Low and in the dirt. One ball and 2 strikes. Runners at first and second. And the pitch by Mitchell will have to wait. Mitchell steps off. Swing and a miss. And Griffith is retired on strikes, and the inning comes to a close. In the 6th inning for the Raptors, 1 run on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 2 left. Bottom of the 6th inning, the Gothic Knight deficit has increased to 9 runs. The second baseman, number 15, Pete Senizin. Senizin, who has 1 of 2 hits today for the Knights and had 3 in Game 1, is 4 for 4 today. First pitch in the air deep down the right field line, but out of play. It's going to be on the soccer field. 4 hits on the day for Senizin, who is cementing his spot as the starting second baseman. Rob Roman started the year as the starting second baseman, and although he was hitting, his glove was not. Juan Cruz saw some time at second base. Kevin DeMauro did as well. That's a strike. It's 1-2. And Senizin has played good defense there. That's hit in the air to right field, but shallow in right, and making the catch is Siswo. First time that Senizin has been retired. Center fielder number 28, Michael Patterson. So Michael Patterson, who has struck out swinging once today, and he's now hitting .289, comes to the plate. And strike by Potts. Potts has only thrown 64 pitches here in the 6th inning. Ground ball towards Heidick, and it'll be an easy play for the 2nd out. Shortstop number 10, Michael Martucci. And there you see the relief pitcher, Ryan Mitchell, standing within camera view with the hood over his head. Gothic Knights not getting on base here. He might be out very quickly for the 7th inning. Ground ball on the first pitch to Merlino. The throw is in time, and the Gothic Knights go in a blink of an eye. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the 7th. 9-0 Camden. Well, some surprises here for the 7th inning. For the first time as a Gothic Knight, Alex Weinstein will pitch for the Gothic Knights. Looks like he throws hard. I've been told that he actually was recruited initially at St. Peter's College, Division I, as a pitcher. Was redshirted and did not play at all. And he moves over from first base. Von Siegen comes in for Rob Roman in the DH slot. The left fielder, number 30, Albert Rivera. Pinch hitting is number 28, Nico Escrow. So Nico Escrow will pinch hit here, likely remain in the game and play left field. And the first pitch by Weinstein is fouled off. Well, more than any year that I can remember, the Gothic Knights have a lot of different position players who can also pitch. As a strike, and 0-2 by Weinstein. It's something you see a lot in high school where you have pitchers who are also position players. Haven't seen it as much in college. That's a ball 1-2, and with a coaching staff, at least with Coach Soleno and Coach Smith, that have enjoyed success in the high school level, I think you might see more players who have a true utility value being added, as that's fouled down the left field line. Brian C will watch it sail away. Will remain 1-2 to Escrow. That's low. Escrow is a left-handed hitting 5'8", 160-pound junior out of Glassboro, New Jersey. home of Rowan University. That's high, and after being ahead 0-2, the adrenaline for Weinstein wore off. It's now 3-2. That's ball four. Shortstop, number 16, Joe Merlino. Pitch to Merlo, on to second for one, and the double play is not in time. Escrow retired. Merlino grounds out on the fielder's choice. Escrow retired. Center fielder number 25, Bruce Monroe. So Monroe hitting 281 is 1 for 4 with a single, a run scored, and an RBI, and he takes ball one, or strike one, I should say. And it's a ball, 1-1. Now, with Rutgers-Camden involved in today's game, obviously there's a big political move in the state of New Jersey by Governor Christie to try to merge Rutgers-Camden and Rowan. And its purpose, obviously, is not athletically. It's not even financial, as they call it, strike. As Governor Christie and some in the legislature have been trying to improve, in their minds, the state university system and make it more attractive. One thing that they're doing is putting millions, if not billions of dollars into capital improvement and infrastructure, but as that is low for a ball. Another item that they've been pushing on the agenda is a merger between Rowan and Camden with the intention to make a superior South Jersey research institution to match what they have in the Newark area with NJIT and UMDNJ. That's ground ball, almost barehanded by Senazin. The flip to Martucci in time for the force. Senazin went one way. The ball took a wicked hop, so he reached up with his non-glove hand to try to barehand it, which that's going to hurt later, but was able to knock it down and flip to second for the force. That is a great play by Senazin. Great defensive play. Right fielder, number 15, John Siswo. That's popped up and out of play. Yes, we're saying Newark has UMDNJ, which obviously is New Jersey's primary medical and dental school and a big research institution. They have NJIT, which is an engineering school, and they have the Rutgers Newark branch of Rutgers University. And I think they're trying to make a big research institution in South Jersey, as that caught Siswo right in the side. Second baseman, number 9, John Heidick. Now, if that merger does indeed happen, no word as what would happen with both Rowan or Rutgers-Camden in terms of athletics. Rowan is an original member of the New Jersey Athletic Conference, the school that NJCU has been playing in sports since the early 1930s when they were Glassboro State. That is grounded through the left side for a base hit. Andrew Rivera comes up throwing a strike to Brian Bastillo. So everyone will advance one base. And with 2 outs, first baseman number 31, C.J. Mooney. But by the sounds of the merger, if it does indeed happen, I don't know if Rutgers-Camden and Rowan will both still offer athletics. That is a ball, and Volano comes out to have a conversation with Weinstein. Martucci comes in as well. And that would be a shame, as Rutgers-Camden has really, in recent years, become pretty solid athletically. They won the national championship in softball. I think it was in either 2006 or 2007. They've been in the NCAAs in women's basketball. Last year, they won the New Jersey Athletic Conference title in men's soccer for the first time ever. Went to the NCAAs and went to the Elite Eight. That's hit in the air. Shallow left field. Rivera and Martucci gave a look, but the ball was blown back onto the dirt part of the shortstop hole. Martucci made the catch, and the inning came to a close. No damage done, and Alex Weinstein's first ever appearance on the mound for the Gothic Knights, and Rutgers-Camden unable to score. So they leave 3 on 1 hit. Those a walk and a hit batter. 7th inning stretch in game 2. It's 9-0 Rutgers-Camden. Andrew Rivera leads off for the Gothic Knights and grounds the first ball up the middle. Merlino with a throw and not in time. And it's a good thing that Andrew Rivera was running hard on that one, because while it looked like a sure hit right away, Merlino covered a lot of ground and made that closer than it ought to be. The pitcher, number 24, Alex Weinstein. First time we've ever announced Alex Weinstein as the pitcher hitting, but he comes to the plate. NJCU now with 3 hits after the Rivera single up the middle. And it's a strike. Inside, 1-1. 17 hits in this game for the Raptors. Potts has limited NJCU to just 3 singles. Ground ball towards third. Throw across the diamond is just in time by Ryan Griffith, who double pumped. Rivera moves on to second base with 1 out. The catcher, number 7, Orlando Bolano. Rutgers-Camden 2 runs in the first, 5 runs in the second, 1 each in the fourth and the sixth. They lead 9-0 after NJCU won the opening game 18-0. Ground ball, and it is foul of third. And Coach Jerry Smith is upset, thinking that that one skipped over third base before landing in foul territory. Stepping off is Potts. In the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and advancing on the wild pitch is Rivera. So the Gothic Knights trying to get something going here as they trail by 9. They've rallied from comebacks this year, but not as one as large as this. Again in the dirt on the slider. And it's 2-1. Hit in the air, left center, and the ball is now blown to straightaway center where Monroe will have it, and tagging and scoring is Rivera on the sacrifice fly by Orlando Bolano, and the Gothic Knights get on the board. It's 9-1. First baseman number 12, Stefan Segan. Now Segan comes up with nobody on and 2 outs. Trying to get his bat jump started. It needs a charge as he's hitting 143. Nine to 1 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. As they strike, Segan was a first-team All-County player. A true freshman out of North Bergen, New Jersey, and Hudson Catholic High School. That's a strike as well. Back-to-back sliders, back-to-back strikes by Potts. Potts is hitting his spots. One ball and 2 strikes. And swinging at a ball in the dirt is Stefan Segan. He got a piece of it, and it was enough of a piece to catch the umpire, Gene Sparta. The 1-2 pitch by Potts, and it's grounded foul. Bottom of the 7th inning, Potts has thrown 79 strikes. And he did not go around, so it's 2-2. Potts has 1 complete game this season. He now leads the team in innings pitched this year. Swing and a miss at the slider outside as it tailed off the plate at the last second. Segan could not lay off. And the inning comes to a close. But the Gothic Knights do finally get on the board. 1 run on 1 hit, nobody left. It's 9-1. We head to the 8th. Top of the 8th inning, some defensive changes for the Knights, and the new pitcher is Kevin DeMoro. And the first pitch is a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Check swing, and it's low. Kevin DeMoro making his 10th appearance in relief this year. Got the best ERA overall in the team at 1.42. 12.2 innings. He struck out 10, walked 7, has a 239 opposing batting average. Chopped foul. Alex Weinstein, who was pitching, moves back to first base. Mike Cassiano comes on to catch for Bolano. And Stefan Segan moves over to third base for Brian Bastia, who's out of the game. Kevin DeMoro is in his spot in the lineup. That's number 7 spot. Ground ball to Senizin at second base. And 1 out. The catcher, number 4, Sean Collins. Fastball by DeMoro. Inside, and it hit him right on that big old brace on his elbow. A ball that should have hurt quite a bit, doesn't even faze him. Third baseman, number 32, Ryan Griffith. That's ground ball in front of the mound. DeMoro, the throw to first, is in time. The 1-3, but Collins advances to second, now 2 away. Left fielder, number 28, Nico Escrow. It's called strike to Escrow. That's low. 1-1. That's a fastball for a strike. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch. That's slowly rolled to the left of third base. It's going to be a foul ball. Remains 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch by DeMoro. And it's foul tip. Pitch by DeMoro, hit in the air to left field. Rivera comes in and makes the catch. And the 8th inning comes to a close on the line out to left field. So in the 8th inning for the Raptors, no runs, no hits, 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. NJCU won game 1, 18-0, but the Raptors lead 9-1 here in game 2. Right fielder number 32, Matt Wagner. So Wagner leads off, and Wagner looks at ball 1 from Potts, who's out there for his 8th inning work. Wagner's 0 for 2 in this. Now hitting .309 on the year. In the air, center field, Monroe makes the catch. 1 away. The pitcher, Kevin DeMoro, is due up, and I think that's going to be it for Potts. Wink is having a conversation with him off the mound, and that is indeed going to be it. So we are going to have a pitching change. John Wink goes to his bullpen, and Potts gets an ovation from the team as he throws a 3-hitter in 7 1/3 innings. And the new pitcher is going to be number 42, Jim Turner, a 6'3", 195-pound sophomore right-hander from Medford, New Jersey, out of Holy Cross High School. We'll be right back as he's warming up. So Kevin DeMar to face Jim Turner, and the first pitch to the pitcher by the pitcher is a strike. That's a called strike, and it's 1-1. Or 0-2, I should say. Turner on the year, 7th appearance, all in relief. He's thrown 8 innings, struck out 7, walked 3, and DeMauro is gone on 3 pitches. Second baseman, number 15, Pete Senazin. Coming into the game, Turner has a 1.12 ERA. That is the best for the Raptors relievers who have thrown more than 2 innings. Actually, the best if anybody's thrown more than an inning, period. And his first pitch to Senazin is high. One ball, no strikes. Hit by Turner. Ground ball towards Merlino. The throw is in time. And 2 away, or 3 away actually, as Turner actually came in with 1 out. So retires DeMauro and Senazin back-to-back to close the 8th inning. And that's it here for the Gothic Knights, who do not threaten. In fact, they do not get on base at all. They go in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. We hits in the 9th. It's 9-1. Ninth inning, and Juan Cruz will come in to pitch here for the Gothic Knights. For Cruz, it will be his 3rd appearance of the season. He's thrown 2.2 innings, allowed 3 runs and 3 hits with a walk and a strikeout. He's got 10.12 ERA. Travis Haber comes in and catches Mike Cassiano to take Alex Weinstein's place at first base. And Kevin DeMauro slides over to center field. And a shortstop, Joe Merlino, to lead off here against Cruz in the 9th inning. It's 9-1. Shortstop number 16, Joe Merlino. And the first pitch is a ball. Ground ball over to Bastillo, who's that? Segan, I'm sorry. And Mike Cassiano, for the 2nd time in this game, is able to pick a ball out of the dirt to save a potential throwing error by Segan. So on the 5-3, bring up center fielder number 25, Bruce Monroe. And that's fouled off. That's off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's fouled off his right ankle. And that will not feel good on Easter morning. We're probably in about 2 hours. So Monroe try to walk that off. Pitch by Cruz. That's popped in the air. Shallow left field. Rivera coming in quickly. It's going to fall in fair territory and trickle against the fence. Monroe on a gimper leg rounds first on the second. And for somebody who just fouled a ball off his ankle, ran well there and is at second base sliding with a double. Right fielder, John Siswo. Runner at second base, 1 out. Unlucky there by Cruz. That's inside, ball 1. That's low, it's 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Cruz deals. Ground ball, foul. Swing and a miss. Home plate umpire Gene Sparta brushes off home plate. Two balls, 2 strikes. Cruz stares in at Haber for the sign. Ground ball. Segan boots it right to Martucci. The throw to third is not in time. It's an error on Segan. Second baseman, number 9, John Heidick. And that's high. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on the corners, first and third. Popped in the air. Foul territory. Cassiano gives chase, and it's out of play into the bleachers. Cruz is the 5th pitcher used by NJCU. Zach Markle started, went 1 1/3 innings, did not have it, gave up 7 earned runs, is in danger of losing for the second time this year. Mitchell went 4.2 innings, followed by Weinstein and DeMauro 1 inning each, and Cruz pitching the 9th. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball foul. One ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3. Fastball on the outside corner. Cruz with the K. First baseman, number 31, C.J. Mooney. Mooney, who is 2 for 5 today, single and double, and then he was retired in his last 3 plate appearances. He's hitting .290 on the season. Jack's swing did not go around. Ground ball, Martucci in the hole, slides. The throw the short way for the force is in time as Martucci throws to Senizin to end the inning. So Siswo retired 6-4, and in the 9th inning, the Raptors no runs, 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Knights. They have to make up 8 runs. Bottom of the 9th inning, last chance for the Knights. Juan Cruz, who came in the pitch, will be the first hitter, batting 192, and will face a new pitcher in sophomore right-hander Dan Snyder, a 6-foot, 190-pound product out of Glassboro, New Jersey, and Glassboro High School. And the first pitch is a fastball off the plate. Gotham Knights softball team won game 2, 8-6. They won both games today by identical 8-6 scores, and with the wins, the Knights are even in the end jacket 2-2, and they're 11-13 overall. They very well could be much better than that, but have lost a lot of close games that they've had leads in. Cruz scored a run in the first game in a pinch hitting role. A ground ball on the 2-1 pitch. The short throw is in time by Heidick. The shortstop, number 10, Michael Martucci. No balls, one strike. First pitch was a strike as that slider's on the inside corner. And 0-2 Snyder. Snyder, the 0-2 pitch. That's popped off the end of the bat, shallow right field, and making the catch on the grass is Mooney. 2 away. Gothic Knights down to their final out. Pinch hitting for Andrew Rivera is number 25, Matt Matlos. I like Matlos' intro music. He's apparently a Nickelback fan, as I am also. And the first pitch, a curveball inside for a called strike. Rutgers-Camden will win their 10th game of the year, barring a miracle comeback. That is strike two, and the Knights are down to their last out. And after having just 10 hits in game one, Camden with 18 in this one, including 7 runs in the first two innings, and that is strike three as Matlos goes down on 3 pitches. Snyder gets the Knights 1-2-3 here in the 9th inning, and the Gothic Knights have lost. 9 runs, 18 hits, and no errors for the Raptors. 1 run, 3 hits, 4 errors for the Knights. We'll close this one in a moment as we announce the final to the crowd. So that's it here as Rutgers-Camden scores 2 in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the sixth. Tommy Potts, the winner. He goes 7 1/3 innings, throwing a 3-hitter. NJCU with a single run in the bottom of the 7th inning is all they can muster after scoring 18 runs in game one. NJCU will be back in action when they take on FDU Florham on Tuesday. And then they play Kane in Union next Thursday and are home against the defending national